In this compilation, we give you updates on the vampire and werewolf stars from Twilight, the Vampire Diaries, the originals, and Teen Wolf. Timestamps are included so you can skip straight to the show you are here for. Kristen Stewart as Bella Swan. Now 35, she remains one of Hollywood's most fascinating figures. Before Twilight, Kristen was already making waves as a talented young actress, notably starring alongside Jodie Foster in Panic Room. Other notable pre-Twilight projects include Catch That Kid, Into the Wild, and Zathura. Her role as Bella Swan in Twilight is what made her an international sensation. The love triangle between Bella, Edward, and Jacob sparked a global fandom that still thrives today. Kristen's on-screen chemistry with Robert Pattinson translated into a high-profile off-screen romance, capturing the attention of fans worldwide. The two dated from 2009 to 2013, but their relationship ended after publicized drama involving Kristen's brief affair with director Rupert Sanders during the filming of Snow White and the Huntsman. Despite the split, both Kristen and Robert have expressed mutual respect for each other's careers in later years. Post-Twilight, Kristen shifted her focus to indie and arthouse films, earning widespread critical acclaim. She starred in Clouds of Sils Maria, for which she won the prestigious César Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her the first American actress to do so. Other standout performances include Still Alice, Personal Shopper, American Ultra, and Seaburg. Her portrayal of Princess Diana in Spencer earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress and a Golden Globe Award nomination for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. Kristen has also dipped into action and blockbuster films, appearing in Charlie's Angels and the sci-fi thriller Underwater. Beyond acting, she made her directorial debut with the short film Come Swim and is working on her first feature-length film, The Chronology of Water. Recent projects include Love Lies Bleeding, Sacramento, and The Wrong Girls. She's also set to star in Flesh of the Gods. In her personal life, Kristen has been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ representation and has shared her journey of self-discovery. Since coming out as bisexual, she's dated several women, including visual effects producer Alicia Carlisle, musician St. Vincent, and model Stella Maxwell. Kristen is now engaged to screenwriter Dylan Meyer, with whom she's been in a loving relationship since 2019. The couple recently got married in an intimate ceremony in Los Angeles on April 20th this year. Here's a fun fact. Kristen loves animals and is a proud mom to several rescue dogs. Taylor Lautner as Jacob Black. Now 33, he continues to be a recognizable face in Hollywood. Before his breakout role in the Twilight saga, Taylor had a budding career as a child actor and martial artist. He appeared in family-friendly hits like Cheaper by the Dozen 2 and played the titular role in the adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Of course, it was his portrayal of Jacob Black, the sexy werewolf, in the Twilight saga that catapulted him to global fame. Taylor's transformation between the first and second films, gaining over 30 pounds of muscle to accurately embody Jacob's evolution, became a cultural phenomenon. The Team Edward versus Team Jacob rivalry defined an era of fandom. His on-screen chemistry with Kristen Stewart and playful tension with Robert Pattinson made him a fan favorite. During the Twilight years, Taylor became a teen idol and sex symbol. In 2010, he was named one of Hollywood's highest-paid teen actors and frequently topped sexiest men lists, thanks to his charismatic personality and athletic physique. Post-Twilight, Taylor explored a variety of roles, showcasing his versatility as an actor. He took on action-packed films like Abduction and Tracers. He also demonstrated his comedic chops in Grown Ups 2 and the British sitcom Cuckoo. Taylor's off-screen life also attracted significant attention, particularly his relationships. During his rise to fame, he briefly dated Taylor Swift after starring alongside her in Valentine's Day. Their relationship inspired Swift's song, Back to December. Other rumored romances included Lily Collins and Marie Avgeropoulos, both of whom were his co-stars. In 2022, Taylor married Taylor Tay Dome, a nurse, in a heartfelt ceremony. The couple's shared name, Taylor Lautner, has become a beloved joke among fans. On July 7th, 2023, Lautner appeared on stage after Taylor Swift premiered the music video for her song I Can See You, in which he starred at the Eras Tour in Kansas City. Taylor has recently spoken out about negative comments regarding his appearance, admitting they once affected him deeply but no longer define his self-worth. He also showed support for Selena Gomez, speaking out against body shaming and promoting body positivity. Fun fact, Taylor took his first karate class at the age of 6. By the age of 8, his martial arts background had already earned him a black belt, which later helped him choreograph his own stunts in various roles. Robert Pattinson as Edward Cullen. Now 39, he remains one of the most intriguing figures in modern Hollywood. Long before his breakout role as Edward Cullen in Twilight, Robert was already carving a niche for himself in the industry. His early career saw him in various projects, but his most notable pre-Twilight role was playing Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The role showcased Robert's charm and potential, though it was still his star-making turn as the brooding vampire that would define his career. The Twilight saga turned Robert Pattinson into a global icon. His portrayal of Edward Cullen as brooding, intense, and deeply romantic captured the hearts of millions. As previously mentioned, Robert was in a relationship with his co-star Kristen Stewart. Post-Twilight, Robert Pattinson made a deliberate break from his vampire heartthrob image, seeking out more challenging and diverse roles. He earned critical acclaim for his performances in Cosmopolis, The Rover, and Good Time, with the latter earning him several award nominations and proving his range as a serious actor. He further showcased his versatility in Christopher Nolan's mind-bending blockbuster Tenet. His career took another exciting turn when he was cast as Bruce Wayne in The Batman, a role that showed his ability to bring depth and vulnerability to one of DC Comics' most iconic characters. This year, Robert starred in Mickey 17 and appeared alongside Jennifer Lawrence in the thriller Die, My Love. He is set to star alongside Zendaya in the drama and will produce and star in primetime. He will reunite with Christopher Nolan for The Odyssey in 2026, return as Batman in The Batman Part 2, and also appear in Here Comes the Flood. In addition to his acting career, Robert has also made a name for himself in the world of music. He played guitar and composed music for several of his film roles. Despite his deep involvement in the film industry, Robert is also a regular at art galleries and enjoys supporting independent filmmakers and lesser-known cinematic voices. On the personal front, Robert has had several high-profile relationships. After his breakup with Kristen Stewart, he dated British singer and musician FKA Twigs, with their engagement making headlines. Following that, he was in a relationship with model and actress Suki Waterhouse, with whom he has been dating since 2018. The two got engaged in December 2023 and had a daughter in March 2024. Fun fact, Robert is known for being quite private and often avoids the public eye, but one of his quirks is his fear of being in the spotlight despite his fame. Anna Kendrick as Jessica Stanley. Now 39, she remains a celebrated actress and singer in Hollywood. Before Twilight, Anna had already begun earning accolades for her exceptional talent. Her breakout came with her role in Camp, a musical comedy that garnered her attention in the indie film world. She was nominated for a Tony Award for her performance in the Broadway musical High Society, making her the second youngest nominee in the award's history in 1998. Her role as Jessica Stanley, Bella Swan's quirky and chatty high school friend in the Twilight saga, brought her into the mainstream spotlight. While her character was a supporting role, Anna's comedic timing and charm made Jessica a darling of the fans. After Twilight, Anna's career skyrocketed with a mix of critically acclaimed performances and commercial hits. Her role in Up in the Air alongside George Clooney earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. She followed this with the Pitch Perfect series, where her portrayal of Bicca Mitchell showcased her comedic chops and musical talents, cementing her status as a household name. Beyond these hits, Anna has taken on a variety of roles that highlight her versatility. From the heartfelt drama The Last 5 Years, to the darkly comedic A Simple Favor and the animated Trolls franchise. She also starred in Love Life, Stowaway, Alice Darling, and Self-Reliance. This year, she reprised her role in Another Simple Favor. Kendrick also ventured into producing and recently made her directorial debut with Woman of the Hour, a film inspired by true events surrounding a contestant on the dating game. On the personal front, Anna Kendrick was in a relationship with Edgar Wright from 2009 until 2013. She then dated Ben Richardson from 2014 to 2020, followed by Bill Hader from 2020 to 2022. As of July 2025, she is dating comedian Alex Edelman. Did you know? Anna is a self-proclaimed Lord of the Rings superfan and once joked about being able to recite the trilogy from memory. Another fun fact, her Pitch Perfect audition song, Cups or When I'm Gone, became a viral hit and even charted on Billboard. Kellan Lutz as Emmett Cullen. Now 40, he continues to thrive as an actor, model, and philanthropist. Before his breakout role, Kellan began his career with small parts in TV shows like CSI-NY, 6 Feet Under, and Heroes, as well as roles in films like Stick It and Accepted. But it was his portrayal of Emmett Cullen, the fun-loving and fiercely protective member of the Cullen family in the Twilight saga, that catapulted him to fame. His on-screen charisma and athletic physique brought a lively energy to the role, making him one of the standout characters in the series. After Twilight, Kellan ventured into a mix of action-packed roles in animated films. He played Poseidon in Immortals, Hercules in The Legend of Hercules, and lent his voice to the titular character in the animated Tarzan. Other notable projects include The Expendables 3 and the sci-fi adventure The Osiris Child, Science Fiction Volume 1. Most recently, Kellan co-starred in the CBS action thriller series FBI Most Wanted, leaving the show after the 3rd season to prioritize his family. In his personal life, Kellan is a fitness enthusiast and enjoys outdoor adventures, often performing his own stunts in films. He married model and TV host Brittany Gonzalez, and the couple shares 2 children, a daughter and a son. Did you know? Kellan initially pursued a degree in chemical engineering before deciding to follow his passion for acting. Ashley Greene Khoury as Alice Cullen. She is now 38 years old. Before Twilight, Ashley had small roles in TV shows like Punk'd and Crossing Jordan. Her career took off in 2008 when she was cast as Alice Cullen in the Twilight saga, a role that made her an international star. As Alice, Ashley captured audiences with her playful charm and fierce loyalty, becoming one of the most beloved characters within the Cullen family. Post-Twilight, Ashley continued to work in both indie and mainstream films. She starred in Skateland and reunited with co-star Kellan Lutz for A Warrior's Heart. Ashley also appeared in horror films like The Apparition. In her personal life, Ashley had a high-profile relationship with Joe Jonas, but they broke up after a year. She later dated actor Reeve Carney, but the couple split after being together for 10 months because their schedules and other projects took them away from each other. However, Ashley's most significant relationship is with her husband, Paul Khoury, whom she married in 2018, and together, they have a daughter. Fun fact, Ashley grew up a Florida Gators fan and was known for her love of football. Nikki Reed as Rosalie Hale. She currently is 37 years old. Before Twilight, Nikki made a name for herself with 13, a semi-autobiographical film she co-wrote with director Catherine Hardwicke at just 14 years old. Nikki's raw performance as the troubled Evie established her as a bold and fearless talent. Her role as Rosalie Hale in the Twilight saga brought her into the spotlight, portraying the stunning yet zealously defending vampire. Post-Twilight, Nikki continued to diversify her career. She starred in films like Last Day of Summer and Enter the Dangerous Mind. Beyond acting, Nikki has ventured into music. Nikki's personal life has also been a topic of interest. Before marrying the Vampire Diaries star Ian Somerhalder, Nikki was briefly married to musician Paul McDonald, and the couple starred in Hanson's music video for Get the Girl Back. Nikki Reed and Ian Somerhalder have 2 children and often share glimpses of their family life. Fun fact, Nikki is an animal lover who has rescued numerous pets over the years. Another fun tidbit, she designed ethical jewelry as the founder and CEO of Buy You With Love, a sustainable lifestyle brand. Jackson Rathbone as Jasper Hale. Now 40, he remains a multi-talented figure in entertainment, known for his work as an actor and a musician. Jackson is best recognized for his portrayal of Jasper Hale in the Twilight saga, playing the reserved yet formidable vampire with a troubled past. His on-screen chemistry with Ashley Greene, who played Alice Cullen, sparked admiration for their bond both on and off screen. Before Twilight, Jackson had guest roles on The OC and Close to Home. He also starred in Beautiful People and appeared in indie films such as Molding Clay and Pray for Morning. Post-Twilight, Jackson tackled various projects, from the psychological thriller S. Darko to his controversial role as Sokka in The Last Airbender. Beyond acting, Jackson's musical talents took center stage with his funk rock band 100 Monkeys, along with two friends whom he met in high school. Jackson's personal life has been equally eventful. He married Sheila Hafsadi in 2013, and the couple has 3 children together. They currently reside in Alpharetta, Georgia, embracing a quieter lifestyle away from the Hollywood hustle. A heartwarming tidbit: Nikki Reed, his close friend and Twilight co-star, is the godmother of his eldest son. In 2014, Jackson experienced a harrowing event when his JetBlue flight suffered an engine explosion mid-flight. The plane had to return to Long Beach for an emergency landing, but thankfully all passengers survived, with only a few injuries. Peter Facinelli as Carlisle Cullen. He's now 51 years old. Before landing his iconic role in Twilight, Peter had already built a solid foundation in Hollywood, appearing in notable films like Can't Hardly Wait, where he played the popular high school jock Mike Dexter. But it was his portrayal of the compassionate and wise Dr. Carlisle Cullen in the Twilight saga that truly launched him to international stardom. Peter's journey into the Twilight universe wasn't a given. In fact, he almost turned down the role. In a 2008 interview, he revealed that he initially wasn't interested in doing a vampire film, as he was envisioning something darker and bloodier. But once he read the novels, he was sold. His portrayal of Carlisle, the patriarch of the Cullen family, who nurtures and protects his family with a sense of calm authority, was lauded by fans and critics alike, making him one of the more memorable figures of the saga. Post-Twilight, he sought to challenge himself with a variety of roles. He played Dr. Fitch Cooper on Nurse Jackie. He took on the role of Maxwell Lord in the first season of Supergirl, further demonstrating his range. In his personal life, Peter's relationships have been highly publicized. He married Jenny Garth in 2001, and they had 3 daughters together before divorcing after over a decade of marriage. After their split, Peter dated actress Jamie Alexander for a few years before they ended their engagement in 2016. In 2020, he became engaged to actress Lily Ann Harrison, and they have 1 child together. Fun fact: Peter's connection to Italy isn't just through his heritage. He actually acquired Italian citizenship in 2009 to work in Europe. Billy Burke as Charlie Swan. Now 58, Billy is best known as Bella's devoted dad in the Twilight saga. Before Twilight, he had many TV roles including Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Party of 5, and Gilmore Girls. His role as Charlie Swan in Twilight made him a familiar face to a new generation of fans. Post-Twilight, Billy starred in the sci-fi series Revolution and CBS's Zoo. He gained attention playing the villainous Philip Stroh on The Closer and its spin-off Major Crimes. He also appeared in films like Red Riding Hood, Lights Out, and Breaking In. In 2021, he starred in the popular Netflix series Made. The following year, Billy joined the CBS drama Fire Country as Vince Leone. Beyond acting, Billy is also a musician. He released 2 albums, Removed and The Underkill, and his singles Burn and History were featured on Fire Country. In his personal life, Billy was in a relationship with actress Neve Campbell from 2002 to 2004. He then got married to actress Pollyanna Rose from 2008 to 2017, and the 2 have a daughter. Since 2019, he's been in a relationship with Cheyenne Carson. Did you know? Billy initially moved to Los Angeles in the 90s with the goal of securing a recording contract, but when that didn't pan out, he shifted his focus to acting. Elizabeth Reaser as Esme Cullen. Now 50, Elizabeth has built a diverse and respected career across film, television, and stage. Before her breakthrough in the Twilight saga, she gained attention with acclaimed roles in independent films like Sweetland and appeared in notable TV series including Grey's Anatomy, Saved, and The X-List. Elizabeth's portrayal of Esme Cullen, the compassionate matriarch of the Cullen family, cemented her place in the hearts of fans worldwide. Beyond Twilight, Elizabeth has showcased her versatility with roles in series such as The Good Wife, The Handmaid's Tale, and The Haunting of Hill House, as well as films like Ouija: Origin of Evil. In 2024, Elizabeth starred in the dramedy The Uninvited. On the personal front, Elizabeth was linked to filmmaker Gavin Wiesen in 2011. She keeps her private life discreet but made headlines when she and composer Bruce Gilbert eloped to wed in Italy in August 2023. The intimate ceremony was attended by close friends, including Sarah Paulson and Holland Taylor, who officiated. Fun tidbit. To prepare for her role in Saved, Elizabeth spent time in a real emergency room, closely observing medical staff to make her performance more authentic. Mackenzie Foy as Renesmee Cullen. Now 24, Mackenzie is best known to Twilight fans as the half-vampire daughter of Edward and Bella. After Twilight, she played young Murph in Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, earning a Saturn Award for Best Performance by a Younger Actor. She also voiced roles in Ernest and Celestine, The Boxcar Children, and The Little Prince. She took center stage again in 2018 as Clara in Disney's The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. She then starred opposite Kate Winslet in Black Beauty in 2020. When it comes to her personal life, Mackenzie keeps things private. There were rumors of a relationship between her and her Black Beauty co-star Callum Lynch after some friendly Instagram posts sparked speculation, but neither of them ever confirmed anything publicly. Here's a fun tidbit. Before Twilight, Mackenzie was already a working model. She was booking print ads for Guess, Polo Ralph Lauren, and even Disney when she was just 4 years old. Paul Wesley as Stefan Salvatore. Now 43, Paul has evolved from being the moral compass of Mystic Falls to a respected actor and director. Before The Vampire Diaries, he appeared in a variety of television roles including 24, Everwood, The O.C., and Smallville. His portrayal of Stefan highlighted his compassionate and empathetic tendencies while also exploring his darker and murderous side as the Ripper. He also played the immortal villain Silas, further showcasing his range. While on the show, Paul also tried his hand at directing and helmed several episodes. His performances earned him 2 Teen Choice Awards, further solidifying his impact on the series. After The Vampire Diaries, Paul starred in Tell Me a Story and Netflix's Medal of Honor. He also took on the iconic role of James T. Kirk in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. He has directed episodes of Roswell, New Mexico, Shadowhunters, and Legacies. Off-screen, he co-founded Brothers Bond Bourbon with Ian Somerhalder, turning their on-screen brotherhood into a successful business venture. In his personal life, Paul was married to TVD co-star Tori DeVito from 2011 to 2013. He then dated original star Phoebe Tonkin from 2013 to 2017. He later married jewelry professional Ines de Ramon, but filed for divorce in early 2023. He is currently dating model Natalie Kuchenberg, and the couple announced their engagement in July 2025. Fun fact, Paul is an ethical vegan and a passionate advocate for animal rights. Another fun tidbit? During auditions, creators Julie Plec and Kevin Williamson had rejected Paul, concerned that he was 10 years older than the character, but when the network suggested replacing Ian Somerhalder with him for Damon, they flat out refused. Instead, they asked him to re-audition for Stefan. The two only got on board after his first day of shooting when they saw his chemistry with Nina during the cemetery scene. Nina Dobrev as Elena Gilbert. Now 36, Nina continues to be one of the most multifaceted talents in Hollywood. Before The Vampire Diaries, she starred as Mia Jones in Degrassi: The Next Generation. She also appeared in films like Away From Her and Fugitive Pieces. Her portrayal of Catherine Pierce and her doppelganger Elena Gilbert turned her into an international star. The iconic love triangle between Elena, Stefan, and Damon created 2 passionate fan bases, Team Stelina and Team Delina. Her work on the show earned her 18 Choice Awards and 3 People's Choice Awards, among other accolades. Since The Vampire Diaries, Nina has expanded her career in both film and television. She starred in comedies like Let's Be Cops and Love Hard. She also appeared in the action-packed film Triple X, Return of Xander Cage. She returned to television with the CBS sitcom Fam. Recently, Nina has taken on more behind-the-scenes work. She's preparing to executive produce and star in the thriller Night Float. She also acquired the rights to the novel Woman 99 and will executive produce and star in its adaptation. She is set to star in a romantic comedy adaptation of the novel It Happened One Summer alongside Tyler Hoechlin and Virginia Gardner. She finished filming the action thriller Bear Country. Beyond acting, she co-owns Fresh Vine Wine with her best friend Julianne Ho. In her personal life, Nina dated her co-star Ian Somerhalder from 2010 to 2013. Later, she began a relationship with Olympic snowboarder Shaun White in 2019. The two got engaged in October 2024, but they ended their engagement in September 2025. After the breakup, she was briefly linked to Zac Efron, but she shut down the rumors and confirmed that they are just friends. Fun fact: early in the show's run, Nina, along with co-stars Candice Accola, Kayla Ewell, and Sarah Canning, were famously arrested for flashing motorists from a bridge. This incident was later confirmed to be a misinterpretation of a camera flash during a photo shoot. Ian Somerhalder as Damon Salvatore. Now 46, Ian has shifted his focus from being the charming yet dangerous Damon to environmental activism and entrepreneurship. Earlier in his career, Ian starred in Young Americans, The Rules of Attraction, and The Tournament. He gained fame on Lost as Boone Carlisle, showcasing his charisma. His portrayal of Damon as a mix of charm, cruelty, and a hidden protective love for a select few brought a new level of nuance to the vampire archetype, making him immensely popular. The brothers' complicated relationship, oscillating between conflict and loyalty, served as the primary emotional anchor of the series. It showed how family ties can survive even the most extraordinary challenges. Ian's performance earned him 7 Teen Choice Awards and 3 People's Choice Awards. After the show, he co-created and starred in Netflix's V-Wars. Behind the camera, he's an executive producer of the documentary Kiss the Ground, which focuses on regenerative agriculture. After breaking up with Nina Dobrev in 2013, he started dating and later married Twilight star Nikki Reed in 2015. The couple shares 2 children and a mutual passion for sustainability. Together, they've launched initiatives promoting animal welfare and environmental conservation. After the completion of V-Wars in August 2019, Ian stepped away from acting to focus on his family and commitment to conservation. He lives on a farm with his wife and their 2 children. Did you know? Ian initially dismissed the audition, calling the pitch Twilight on TV. When he finally auditioned, he bombed his network screen test and was nearly rejected. Kevin Williamson had to personally intervene to fight for him to get the part. Before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for updates. Kat Graham as Bonnie Bennett. Now 36, Kat has evolved from Mystic Falls' beloved witch to a multi-talented artist and activist. Before the Vampire Diaries, Kat danced for artists like Missy Elliott, Jamie Foxx, and Pharrell Williams. She made her film debut in The Parent Trap alongside Lindsay Lohan and appeared in films like 17 Again and The Roommate. In 2002, Kat made her television debut on Lizzie McGuire. She went on to appear on various television series, including The O.C., Malcolm in the Middle, Joan of Arcadia, Grounded for Life, and Greek. Her portrayal of Bonnie Bennett brought strength and vulnerability to the character, earning her 2 Teen Choice Awards. Post-Vampire Diaries, Kat expanded her career with roles in All Eyes on Me and Netflix's The Holiday Calendar. She has also released multiple music albums, including Love Music Funk Magic, and even competed on The Masked Singer. Kat is set to portray Diana Ross in the highly anticipated Michael Jackson biopic, Michael. As a UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, Kat advocates for refugees and uses her platform to promote positive change. In her personal life, Kat started dating actor Cottrell Guidry in 2008, getting engaged in 2012, but they ended their relationship in 2014. She then was in a relationship with producer and director Darren Jeanette, whom she was engaged to from 2022 until their breakup. In October 2023, Kat got married to her best friend and business partner Bryant Wood in a private legal ceremony. The couple later held a larger wedding ceremony in August 2025. Fun fact: due to her multilingual upbringing, Kat speaks English, French, and Spanish, as well as some Hebrew and Portuguese. Candice Accola King as Caroline Forbes. Now 38, Candice continues to shine in both acting and music. Before becoming Mystic Falls' favorite overachiever, she toured as a backup singer for Miley Cyrus and released her own album, It's Always the Innocent Ones. Her role as Caroline Forbes allowed her to showcase her acting range, evolving from a small-town girl to a fierce vampire and loving mother. Candice's performance earned her 2 Teen Choice Awards, and she became a beloved figure in the fandom. Post-Vampire Diaries, she reprised her role in spin-offs The Originals and Legacies. She also appeared in the romance sequel After We Collided and continues to explore new opportunities in both acting and music. In her personal life, Candace shares 2 daughters with her ex-husband Joe King of the rock band The Fray. Back in the day, she was linked to Teen Wolf star Tyler Hoechlin in 2004 and to TVD co-star Zach Rohrig between 2011 and 2012. On May 14, 2025, she announced her engagement to original star Steven Kruger on Instagram. Fun fact, Candace performed a stunning cover of Eternal Flame on the Vampire Diaries, showcasing her vocal talent. Michael Trevino as Tyler Lockwood. Now 40, Michael's career has continued to evolve since playing the hot-headed hybrid. Before Mystic Falls, Michael appeared in shows like 90210 and The Riches. His portrayal of Tyler added layers to a character grappling with identity and loyalty, earning him 2 Teen Choice Awards. Post-Vampire Diaries, Michael starred in Roswell, New Mexico, where he also made his directorial debut. In his personal life, Michael married Dutch model Bregje Heinen in June 2025. Fun fact, Michael was the first major character to transition between the Vampire Diaries and the originals. Stephen R. McQueen as Jeremy Gilbert. Now 37, Stephen transitioned from playing Elena's protective younger brother to roles in action-packed dramas. Before the Vampire Diaries, Stephen appeared in shows like Everwood and movies like Piranha 3D. He won the Best Male Performance Award at the 2007 Beverly Hills Film Festival for his role in Club Soda. His performance as Jeremy Gilbert earned him a Teen Choice Award nomination for Male Scene Stealer in 2013. Post-Vampire Diaries, Stephen joined NBC's Chicago Fire and starred in the Hallmark movie Home by Spring. In his personal life, Stephen has been linked to model Alexandra Silva and Olivia Pickren. Fun fact, Stephen is the grandson of legendary actor Steve McQueen, whose legacy inspired his acting career. Zach Rohrig as Matt Donovan. Now 40, Zach remains active in Hollywood. Before playing Mystic Falls' dependable human, Zach had roles in As the World Turns and One Life to Live. He then made a few appearances on Friday Night Lights as Cash the Cowboy. His time as Matt turned him into a running gag, with his status as the last human standing becoming a humorous part of the story. After the Vampire Diaries, Zach appeared in The Gifted, co-starred in the 3rd installment of horror film series The Ring, and in the comedy drama The Year of Spectacular Men. He also appeared in The Last Full Measure and starred in the USA Network drama pilot Dare Me. In 2025, Zach starred in the Western film Day of Reckoning and the Netflix series Boots. In his personal life, Zach filed legal papers seeking full custody of his daughter after his ex-girlfriend, Alana Turner, was incarcerated in a federal prison. On May 24, 2020, he was arrested for driving under the influence in Montpelier, Ohio, and was arraigned on June 4th of the same year. In April 2025, Zach publicly confirmed that he is dating TVD co-star Ariel Kebbel. Fun tidbit, Zach worked for his family's gravestone business before pursuing acting. Matthew Davis as Alaric Saltzman. Now 47, Matt remains active on screen. Before playing Mystic Falls' resident vampire hunter and history teacher, Matt appeared in movies like Legally Blonde, Pearl Harbor, Seeing Other People, and Blue Crush. His role as Alaric Saltzman made him a standout character, and that impact carried over into Legacies. Earlier this year, he starred in Grosse Pointe Garden Society, but the show was canceled after 1 season. Off-screen, he shares 2 daughters with his ex-wife Kylie Casciano. In April 2020, the headline Matthew Davis's Over Party trended on Twitter following a series of controversial posts by Davis that many fans had deemed racist and xenophobic. Did you know? In 2020, Matt had a public social media feud with Paul Wesley following the vice presidential debate, with the 2 exchanging heated tweets over their differing political views. Michael Malarkey as Enzo. Now 42, Michael has continued to thrive as both an actor and a musician. Before joining the Vampire Diaries in Season 5 as the enigmatic Enzo, Michael honed his craft on stage, including lead roles in Spring Storm by Tennessee Williams and Beyond the Horizon by Eugene O'Neill at Royal National Theatre. Michael also appeared in several film and television projects like Mr. Sloan and Raw. His portrayal of Enzo infused the character with a mix of charm and sorrow, turning him into one of the series' most memorable and unpredictable figures. After The Vampire Diaries, he appeared in the series Big Sky. He then appeared in Westworld and Quantum Leap, and in the third season of Law & Order: Organized Crime. As a musician, he has released several albums, including Mongrels and Grave Eraser, which showcased his unique sound and lyrical talent. In his personal life, Michael has been married to original star Nadine Lewington since 2009, and the couple shares 2 sons. Michael has Palestinian roots on his mother's side and has publicly supported calls for peace in Gaza, using his platform to highlight humanitarian concerns. Fun fact, Michael's grandfather was Suhail Bushroui, a Palestinian poet and the first Arab to hold the chair of English at the American University of Beirut. Chris Wood as Kai Parker. Now 37, Chris has established himself as a versatile actor in television and theater. He began his professional career in the 2010-2011 national tour of Spring Awakening as Melchior Gabor. Between 2011 and 2012, he worked in regional theater productions of The Little Mermaid and Damn Yankees. In 2013, Chris made his first television appearances with the TV movie Browsers and the TNT series Major Crimes. He also appeared in the Vampire Diaries, but it was his role as the diabolical Kai Parker in Season 6 that truly made an impact. His chilling performance as the sociopathic witch earned him widespread praise and a Teen Choice Award nomination for Choice TV Villain in 2015. Post-Vampire Diaries, Chris starred in Containment and joined Supergirl as Mon-El, where he met his now wife, Melissa Benoist. On Broadway, he starred in Almost Famous and has also lent his voice to Masters of the Universe, Revelation as He-Man. Chris has openly discussed his own struggles with mental health, including anxiety, depression, and ADHD, and is a passionate mental health advocate, founding the organization I Don't Mind to support open conversations about mental health. Fun fact, Chris played baseball growing up and once considered pursuing it professionally before turning to acting. Daniel Gillies as Elijah Michelson. Now 49, he captivated audiences with his portrayal of the suit-wearing honorable sibling of the Michelsons. He first appeared as Elijah in The Vampire Diaries, and the writers initially planned for him to die in his first episode, but changed their minds after he made a strong impression. This led to him becoming a recurring antagonist and eventually a protagonist. The Michelson family got so popular with fans that it paved the way for their own spin-off, where their characters were further fleshed out and given redemption arcs. Beyond the originals, Gillies expanded his acting portfolio with roles in Saving Hope and the Netflix series Virgin River. He also starred in Coming Home in the Dark and appeared in Occupation Rainfall. In 2022, he joined the Australian drama The Newsreader as Charlie Tate. In addition to acting, Gillies wrote and directed Broken Kingdom, a passion project that starred him and his then-wife Rachel Lee Cook, receiving critical acclaim for his dedication and versatility as an artist. Earlier in his career, he played John Jameson in Spider-Man 2 in 2004, adding a major franchise to his filmography. On the personal front, Daniel Gillies married American actress Rachel Lee Cook on August 8, 2004. Together, they have 2 children, a daughter and a son. In a 2017 interview, Gillies revealed that he pursued a vasectomy to prevent having a 3rd child, citing concerns about his age and energy levels. He expressed his desire to focus on giving his 2 children love and attention, stating, "I want to be able to give these 2 my love and my attention and my care. I would like to stop now." On June 13, 2019, both Cook and Gillies announced on Instagram that they had mutually decided to separate, expressing their wish for discretion for the sake of their children. On July 10, 2020, Gillies then filed for divorce from Cook, and their divorce was finalized in March 2021. Since 2021, Gillies has been in a relationship with Silas Julia Masaki, and the couple occasionally shares glimpses of their life together on social media. Claire Holt as Rebecca Michelson. Now 37, she is celebrated for her portrayal of the fragile and insecure last born of the Michelsons, who yearns for love and a human life. Before her breakout role, Claire made her acting debut as Emma Gilbert in the popular Australian fantasy series H2O Just Add Water from 2006 to 2008, which earned her recognition and acclaim. She transitioned to American television with roles in Mean Girls 2 and the first 2 seasons of Pretty Little Liars. After her success in the Vampire Diaries universe, Holt starred in the survival thriller 47 Meters Down, and its sequel, 47 Meters Down Uncaged. She also appeared in Aquarius as Charmaine Tully. She took on a comedic turn in the film Untitled Horror Movie and was linked to CBS's Supergirl, though she chose not to pursue it. In her personal life, Claire was engaged to longtime boyfriend and television producer Matt Kaplan, marrying on April 28, 2016. However, the couple divorced on April 27, 2017, citing irreconcilable differences. Holt announced her engagement to real estate executive Andrew Joblon on December 3, 2017, but revealed on March 5, 2018, that she suffered a miscarriage. Claire and Joblon were married in August 2018, and together they have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter. In November 2019, she announced that she had become an American citizen. She is very active on social media and shares snippets of her motherhood journey. Joseph Morgan as Klaus Michelson. Now 44, he gained international recognition for his portrayal of the British-accented Big Bad Wolf, who first appeared in the Vampire Diaries as the ultimate villain of Season 2. Originally slated to die at the end of Season 3, Klaus became so popular that his character was extended and eventually got his own spin-off series. Beyond Klaus, he continued to expand his career, appearing in Brave New World and in the HBO Max series Titans. In 2024, he joined the cast of Halo for Season 2 as James Ackerson. He also partnered with Dream Games in a promotional campaign for Royal Match. Before his rise in supernatural dramas, Morgan's first ever acting audition was for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for Tom Riddle. He appeared in Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World in 2003 and Alexander in 2004. He also starred in the miniseries Ben-Hur in 2010. He won the TV Guide Award for Choice TV Villain for The Vampire Diaries in 2013. Additionally, he was nominated for the Teen Choice Award for Choice TV Villain for The Vampire Diaries in 2011, 2012, and 2013. In 2014, he won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Actor in a New TV Series for his role in The Originals, further solidifying his status in the industry. He continued to be recognized for his work in The Originals, receiving nominations for the Teen Choice Award for Choice Sci-Fi Fantasy TV Actor for 5 consecutive years from 2014 to 2018. In his personal life, Joseph married actress Persia White, who played Abby Bennett Wilson, Bonnie's mother. The two met on the set of The Vampire Diaries. The couple married in 2014, and they share a close bond, often seen together at events and on social media. An advocate for animal rights and environmental causes, Morgan has been a vegan since 2014 and supports the charity Positive Women, dedicating his platform to raising awareness and supporting initiatives that help underprivileged communities. Phoebe Tonkin as Haley Marshall. Now 36, she made her mark as Haley Marshall, the impulsive and stubborn alpha hybrid with a troubled past. She was introduced in The Vampire Diaries as a werewolf who helped Tyler break his sire bond to Klaus. Her character arc in The Vampire Diaries served to introduce her and set up the premise for The Originals, where she became a main character and evolved into a powerful hybrid and the mother of Klaus's daughter. After The Originals, Phoebe continued to shine in the Australian drama Bloom, the miniseries Safe Harbor, and the film Babylon, alongside Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie. She went on to star in the crime drama Transfusion opposite Sam Worthington and appeared in the thriller Night Shift. In 2024, Phoebe earned widespread critical acclaim for her performance as a struggling mother in Netflix's Boy Swallows universe, which won her the 2025 ACTA Award for Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series. She also starred in The Eighth Day and Kid Snow, with the latter earning her another ACTA nomination for Best Lead Actress in a Film. She's set to lead the TV adaptation of The Dark Lake as Detective Gemma Woodstock. Phoebe's early career took off with her breakout role as Cleo Sertori in H2O Just Add Water, a hit Australian series, where she starred alongside her Originals co-star Claire Holt. She later appeared in The Secret Circle and the action film Tomorrow When the War Began. Off-screen, Phoebe dated co-star Paul Wesley from 2013 to 2017, and she was later linked to British musician Alex Greenwald. In May 2025, she married art dealer Bernard Lagrange, with Claire Holt and Shelley Hennig among her bridesmaids. Known for her passion for fashion, Phoebe is a Chanel ambassador and co-founded the sustainable lifestyle brand Le Jour, which emphasizes eco-friendly clothing. In July 2024, she was appointed as a national ambassador for Plan International Australia. Charles Michael Davis as Marcel Gerard. Now 40, Charles perfectly captured the charismatic and competitive essence of the self-proclaimed King of New Orleans, who bounced between friend and foe of the Michelson family. Pedro Pascal auditioned for the role, but was ultimately passed over for being just on the older side, with the part instead going to Charles, who was considered a better fit. Introduced in the Vampire Diaries as a tyrannical ruler and Klaus's adoptive son and former protege, Marcel quickly became one of the most intriguing characters in the originals. His journey to surpass his maker as an upgraded original was widely praised as one of the most fascinating storylines of the show. Following the series, Charles broadened his range with notable roles as Zane Anders in Younger and Special Agent Quentin Carter on NCIS New Orleans. Born in Dayton, Ohio, and of African American and Filipino descent, Charles attended Miami University and launched his career through an AMTC, leading to early work in modeling and commercials for brands like Nike and Foot Locker. His acting journey includes guest spots on popular series such as That's So Raven, Grey's Anatomy, and Switched at Birth, before landing a recurring role as Quan Kirkland on The Game. Charles also starred alongside Laura Harrier as a couple going through a breakup in the music video for the remix of What's Love Got to Do With It by Kygo. In his personal life, Charles has been linked to model Katrina Amato, although he generally keeps his relationships private. Riley Volkel as Freya Michelson. Now 35, Riley carved out a memorable presence as the formidable and powerful witch whose loyalty and ambition shaped the fate of the Michelson family. Since her time on the show, she has continued to shine in television with a role in Hightown and guest appearances in Roswell, New Mexico, and played the younger version of Jessica Lange's character Fiona Good in the FX series American Horror Story Coven. Raised in Calgary, Alberta, Riley's career began unexpectedly when a modeling scout noticed her shortly before college. Moving to Los Angeles initially for modeling, she quickly transitioned to acting, debuting with a small part in The Social Network and later landing a role as Jenna Johnson in the HBO television series The Newsroom. Her versatility led to roles in the originals, where her portrayal of Freya earned her a regular spot from the third season onward. Since 2022, Riley has been married to her longtime partner, Mike C. Robertson. In September 2025, she announced the birth of her first child, Danielle Campbell as Davina Claire. Now 30, Danielle made a lasting impression as the spirited young witch whose courage and immense strength reshaped the power dynamics of the French Quarter. Since her time on the show, she has continued to captivate audiences with lead roles in Tell Me a Story, where she played dual characters Kayla Powell and Olivia Moon, and recurring role in Famous in Love. Danielle also showcased her range early in her career, appearing alongside Jennifer Lawrence in The Poker House in 2008 and starring in the Disney Channel film Starstruck. Originally from Hinsdale, Illinois, Danielle was discovered at age 10 in a Chicago hair salon, which led to her first roles, including a recurring spot on Prison Break and appearances in Zeke and Luther and the Disney movie Prom. In 2025, she starred in the Netflix series The Waterfront. In her personal life, Danielle was linked to Louis Tomlinson of One Direction, though they ended their relationship in 2017. In 2018, she started dating fellow Originals actor Colin Woodall. The couple got married on September 13, 2025. Stephen Kruger as Josh Rasa. Now 36, Kruger brought a refreshing energy as the loyal and selfless vampire who evolves from Klaus's compelled spy into Marcel's trusted second-in-command. Known for his wit and charm, his character was the first gay character introduced on the series and was originally slated to appear in 3 episodes. However, Josh quickly became a fan favorite, and at the end of 2013, Kruger was named one of TV's top scene stealers of the year by E! News. He was promoted to a series regular and remained an integral part of the show through its final season. Following the originals, Kruger starred in Yellow Jackets as Coach Ben Scott and played a recurring role as Heath in the 3rd season of Roswell, New Mexico. Hailing from Appleton, Wisconsin, and raised in Florida, Kruger ventured into acting in 2009 with guest roles in Pretty Little Liars, Workaholics, and 2.5 Men. In December 2023, he confirmed a relationship with the Vampire Diaries star Candace King, and on May 14, 2025, Candace announced their engagement on Instagram. Leah Pipes as Camille O'Connell. Now 37, she brought nuance and compassion to her role, helping to counsel and ultimately redeem the troubled Klaus through her keen insight into the human psyche. Originally from Los Angeles, Leah began her acting career early with a debut on the supernatural series Angel in 2001. She was a regular on the TV series Lost at Home and appeared in the Disney Channel original movie Pixel Perfect as Samantha Jacobs. She starred in movies Fingerprints and in the soccer-themed film Her Best Move. She appeared on TV shows such as Crossing Jordan, Clubhouse, and even Drake and Josh. Her breakout film role came with Sorority Row, where she showcased her talent in the horror genre, which led to further projects including roles in Law and Order Los Angeles, Terminator, The Sarah Connor Chronicles, and the romance Musical Chairs. In her personal life, Leah was married to actor and musician AJ Trout from 2014 until their divorce in 2019. Yusuf Gatewood as Vincent Griffith. Now 43, he commanded attention, serving as the leader and former regent of the French Quarter's witch community, while reluctantly teaming up with the Michelson family to combat supernatural threats. His character was originally intended to serve as a temporary vessel for Finn Michelson, but the show's creators kept him on as a main character after he was freed from Finn's possession thanks to a positive audience reception. He began his career with guest appearances on Hack, Law and Order Criminal Intent, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, CSI Miami, and appeared in films like The Interpreter and House at the End of the Drive. While The Originals was in its final season, he was cast as the Horseman Famine and later joined the Umbrella Academy cast as Raymond Chestnut. Yusuf generally keeps his personal life private with no records of present or past relationships. Nathaniel Buzolic as Carl Michelson. Now 42, he brought flair and charisma to his role on The Vampire Diaries and The Originals. His character's mischievous charm and unpredictable nature gave him a distinctive edge within the Michelson family dynamic. Since his time on the series, he has appeared in various projects including ABC Family's Pretty Little Liars as Dean Stavros, Spencer's substance abuse counselor. Nathaniel's career began with hosting and acting roles on shows like Studio Disney and All Saints before landing his breakout role as Call. A dedicated born-again Christian, Nathaniel has gained a significant evangelical following as a social media influencer. He has publicly supported Israel and garnered popularity in the country, especially after expressing solidarity following the October 7th Hamas attack. Currently, Nathaniel is dating Israeli model Leah Noga. Casper Zaffer as Finn Michelson. Now 51, Casper is best known for his portrayal of the tragic and often overlooked original sibling who viewed his own existence and that of his siblings as a curse. Following the originals, he has kept a lower profile than his co-stars and has not appeared in any major film or television roles. Born in the Middle East and trained at the Oxford School of Drama, Casper began his acting career with roles in projects like Dream Team and La Femme Musketeer. His film work has roles in Too Much Romance, It's Time for Stuffed Peppers, True True Lie, and Tarantula Blanc before moving into U.S. television with The Vampire Diaries. Beyond acting, Casper is passionate about wellness and fitness, often sharing his healthy lifestyle on social media. An impressive athlete, he holds a world record in ocean rowing. In August 2014, he won the Great Pacific Race with his team, becoming the first four-man crew to row 2,400 miles from Monterey, California to Waikiki, Hawaii in 43 days. Nathan Parsons as Jackson Kenner. Now 37, he left a lasting impression with his portrayal of the noble and protective alpha of the Crescent Wolf Pack. Nathan began his acting career in daytime television, gaining recognition for his role as Ethan Lovett on General Hospital. In June 2014, he replaced Luke Grimes as James in the final season of True Blood. He has also done voiceover work for Japanese anime. In his personal life, Nathan is in a relationship with Janine Mason, his on-screen partner in Roswell, New Mexico. Their romance was confirmed by a co-star in 2019. Sebastian Roche as Michael. Now 61, Sebastian portrayed the ruthless yet tormented patriarch of the Michelson family with a goal of ridding the world of his devil children. After his time in the series, he further showcased his talent in roles like Martin Huysman in The Man in the High Castle, and he also appears as Father Renaud in the Paramount Plus TV series 1923. With a career spanning television, film, and theater, he has become a well-respected figure in the industry. Roche has appeared in numerous films and television series, including General Hospital, Fringe, and Supernatural, and he has a rich background in classical theater, performing in notable productions such as Salome with Al Pacino. In 2024, he made his K-drama debut in Queen of Tears as Dr. Liam Braun. In the same year, Roche was cast as a series regular in the new Netflix series Gringo Hunters. In his personal life, Roche met the Conjuring actress Vera Farmiga while co-starring on Roar in 1997, though the couple separated after 7 years of marriage in 2004. He then married Korean-Australian actress Alicia Hannah Kim in 2014. Alice Evans as Esther Michelson. Now 57, she embodied the cunning and calculating matriarch of the Michelson family, whose relentless drive to rid her children of the curse she had bestowed on them defined her actions throughout the series. She gained recognition in French television with her breakthrough role in the sitcom Elisa Top Model, followed by notable performances in Italian miniseries and films including 102 Dalmatians, where she met her future husband Johan Gruffud, with whom she shares 2 daughters. Since her time on the originals, Alice has faced numerous personal challenges, including a publicized separation from Gruffud. In 2024, she took him to court for child and spousal support and won. Earlier that year, she managed to lose around 40 pounds that she had gained during the highly stressful separation and divorce proceedings, celebrating her achievement with a post on Instagram. In July this year, she returned to court seeking additional child support for their 2 children over whom she has full custody. Tyler Garcia Posey as Scott McCall. Now 33, Tyler had been acting since childhood. Before becoming the true alpha, he starred as Raul Garcia in Doc, played Jennifer Lopez's son in Made in Manhattan, and appeared in Collateral Damage. In 2011, he landed the lead role of Scott McCall and quickly became the face of the franchise, the true alpha werewolf whose journey of leadership and loyalty carried the heart of the show. He remained with the show until its end in 2017 and even stepped into a producer role during season 5. During that time, he also worked on White Frog, voiced in Shizao, and racked up 2 Teen Choice Awards. After Teen Wolf, Tyler starred in Truth or Dare, The Last Summer, VH1 slasher television series Scream, and voiced Tony Toretto in Fast and Furious Spy Racers. He also appeared in the failed pilot for The Lost Boys. In 2023, he reprised his role in the Teen Wolf movie and also served as a producer. Outside of acting, Tyler pursued music. He was part of bands like Lost in Costco, PVMNTS, and Five North. His music often reflected on personal struggles, especially after losing his mother to breast cancer in 2014. In 2023, Tyler appeared as Hawk on The Masked Singer and was a cast member on MTV's reality TV show The Surreal Life the following year. In his personal life, Tyler was engaged to his childhood sweetheart, Shauna Gorlick, in 2013, but the couple broke up later that year after a 10-year relationship. He began dating singer Femme in 2020, got engaged in 2022, and the two tied the knot in October 2023. He's also been vocal about his experiences with addiction and proudly came out as queer and sexually fluid in 2021. Fun fact, Tyler auditioned for Jacob Black in Twilight, but the role ultimately went to his friend Taylor Lautner. The two regularly auditioned for the same roles as child actors. Dylan Rhodes O'Brien as Styles Stilinski. Now 33, Dylan was known for his humor and charm even before the show. He created YouTube skits and played drums for a band called Slow Kids at Play. As Styles Stilinski, Scott's human best friend and the brain of the group, he brought heart, humor, and brilliant strategy to the series. He quickly became a fan favorite and won 4 Teen Choice Awards for his work in the show. During Teen Wolf, Dylan starred in High Road, The First Time, and The Internship, and launched his career as a movie star in the Maze Runner franchise. However, a serious onset accident during The Death Cure in 2016 forced a pause on his career. He returned strong in 2017 to finish filming. Dylan also starred in Deepwater Horizon. After the show, he appeared in American Assassin, Love and Monsters, Not Okay, and The Outfit. He also voiced Bumblebee in the 2018 Transformers spin-off film. Dylan also starred in Taylor Swift's short film All Too Well and played drums on her song Snow on the Beach. To fans' disappointment, Dylan never returned for the Teen Wolf movie because he felt that the character's storyline had reached a satisfying conclusion in the show and didn't want to revisit it. In his personal life, Dylan was in a long-term relationship with Britt Robertson from 2012 to 2018. He's now rumored to be with model Rachel Lang. He's also been linked to names like Chloe Grace Moretz, Sarah Ramos, Chloe Bennett, Selena Gomez, and Sabrina Carpenter, but these were never confirmed. Did you know? Dylan was originally meant to audition for Scott, but after reading the script, he felt more drawn to Stiles. After 4 rounds of auditions, he landed the part. Tyler Lee Hoechlin as Derek Hale. Now 37, Hoechlin started acting early. Before joining Teen Wolf, he was known for his role in Road to Perdition and later appeared in Seventh Heaven. On Teen Wolf, he played Derek Hale, a brooding beta werewolf who later became an alpha. He mentored Scott and had a deep personal connection to Beacon Hill's werewolf lore. Hoechlin appeared in the first 4 seasons before stepping back, but returned in season 6, and again in the Teen Wolf movie where he reprised his role one last time. His performance earned him a Teen Choice Award and a spot on several Sexiest Men lists. After the show, Hoechlin starred in Everybody Wants Some, Stratton, The Domestics, 50 Shades Freed, Then Came You, Can You Keep a Secret, Bigger, and voiced Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII Remake. He became a household name after donning the Superman cape in Supergirl and later headlined his own series, Superman and Lois, until 2024. In his personal life, Hoechlin dated Candice Accola from the Vampire Diaries in 2004. He was also in a relationship with Brittany Snow from 2012 to 2015 and was later linked to German model Alina Gerber later that year. He was then rumored to be close to co-star Elizabeth Tulloch, but the relationship was never confirmed. Fun tidbit: Hoechlin initially aimed for a career in baseball, prioritizing it over acting, which led him to turn down the role of Emmett Cullen in the Twilight films. Crystal Marie Reed as Allison Argent. Now 40, Crystal guest starred in Rosalie and Isles, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, CSI New York, and also appeared in The Hard Times of R.J. Berger. She played Allison Argent, Scott's first love and a fiercely skilled hunter, raised in a family of supernatural warriors. Crystal was central to seasons 1 through 3 before asking to leave so she could try new things, and because she felt too old to play a high schooler at 29. She later returned as Allison's ancestor, Marie-Jeanne Vallée, in season 5, and as Allison again in the Teen Wolf movie. Outside of Teen Wolf, Crystal starred in Gotham, Swamp Thing, and appeared in movies like Ghostland and Skyline. In her personal life, she dated co-star Daniel Sharman from 2012 to 2013. She later got engaged to Australian presenter Darren McMullen, but they split in 2019. She was also linked to her Swamp Thing co-star Maria Sten. Fun fact: when she's not acting, Crystal enjoys playing golf as one of her favorite hobbies. Holland Marie Roden as Lydia Martin. Now 38, Holland began her career in shows like 12 Miles of Bad Road and Lost. She then starred in the film Bring It On, Fight to the Finish. She also had guest roles on shows like CSI Crime Scene Investigation, Cold Case, Weeds, Community, Grey's Anatomy, and Criminal Minds before landing her breakout role as Lydia. She played a popular high school girl who evolved into a powerful banshee. Holland stayed with the series through all 6 seasons and also returned for the movie. Her performance in the show earned her a Teen Choice Award. Post-Teen Wolf, Holland took on horror and thriller roles in Channel Zero Butcher's Block, Lore, No Escape, Escape Room Tournament of Champions, and The Re-Education of Molly Singer. In her personal life, Holland was romantically linked to Ian Bohan from 2013 to 2014. She then dated Teen Wolf co-star Max Carver from 2014 to 2016. Rumors also linked her to Teen Wolf co-star Colton Haynes, but neither ever confirmed the relationship. Did you know? Holland originally auditioned for the role of Allison Argent before landing the part of Lydia Martin. Shelley Catherine Hennig as Malia Tate. Now 38, Shelley had roles in Days of Our Lives, The Secret Circle, and Zack Stone Is Gonna Be Famous before landing the role of Malia Tate. She joined Teen Wolf in Season 3B as Malia Tate and became a main cast member till the series finale. Malia was a werecoyote with a dark past and feral instincts. Her performance in the show earned her a Teen Choice Award. During her time on the show, she appeared in horror hits like Ouija and Unfriended. She also appeared on the band Perry's music video for Gentle on My Mind and Maren Morris's music video for I Could Use a Love Song. After Teen Wolf, Shelley starred in When We First Met and was part of the Netflix series Obliterated. She also reprised her role in the Teen Wolf movie. In her personal life, Shelley was in a relationship with J. Kenneth Johnson from 2007 to 2012. She also briefly dated Thomas Dekker in 2012 and was reportedly spotted on a date with Ben Mackenzie in 2013. She's reportedly single now. Here's a fun tidbit. Prior to pursuing an acting career, Shelley competed in beauty pageants and won the Miss Teen USA 2004 competition. Arden Limcho as Kira Yukimura. Now 39, Arden appeared in Pretty Little Liars and Mega Python vs. Gatoroid before Teen Wolf. She also won Miss Korea Chicago in 2004 and modeled in South Korea. On Teen Wolf, Arden played Kira Yukimura, a kitsune with thunder-wielding abilities who became Scott's love interest after Allison. She joined in Season 3, became a series regular in Season 4, but exited the show before Season 6. Arden later confirmed that it wasn't her choice to leave the show. Unlike most of her co-stars, Arden did not return for the Teen Wolf movie. She turned down the role after finding out that she was allegedly paid half of what her female co-stars were earning per episode. Post-Teen Wolf, she starred in Chicago Med, led the Netflix series Partner Track, was part of the 2024 Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action series, and also voiced Rumi in K-pop Demon Hunters. Outside acting, Arden is a successful YouTuber, singer, and songwriter with a dedicated following. Her music and vlogs have attracted over 500,000 subscribers. In her personal life, Arden dated Ryan Higa from around 2015 to 2020. She then dated Korean-American rapper Junaflow between 2021 to 2023. Recently, Arden announced her engagement in an Instagram post in April of this year. While she shared photos of the beach proposal, she did not reveal the name of her fiancé. Here's a fun fact. Arden has a black belt in Taekwondo and grew up training with her father, who is a grandmaster. And that's a wrap. Which cast member's post-show journey impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for updates.